a very big shame and required mindset change. And this mindset change has come today. If at all we can sit here and then we can move forward, it is possible that the Ugandan population will believe in us, and then they'll put Museveni and his regime in the history. And that is what we want to do. You have not seen me sloganeering deeply, but I am so happy that people have sloganeering on my behalf. Simply because I know that most of you have the DNA and therefore sloganeering between slogans is not something. What we need now to know is that we need to invent new slogans, not based on our political affiliations, because those are the things which are going to bring us together even more. Many times even leaders are derailed. They are derailed because of the supporters, intolerance among each other, simply because we are stuck to our own slogans. That's not enough to sloganeer, but to see how you can act a way forward, which brings your leaders together. This is what is going to take us forward. I thank the leaders who have coined this and count on us as members of the Democratic Party. Some people thought that because Mao went to work with Museveni, he has gone with the party. We are struggling to bring our party back, and we shall bring it back. We also pray for FDC, that the leader of FDC here, the Lord Mayor Elias Lukwamu, nobody makes a mistake in public to call him just Lord Mayor. He's the president of the party. The health of our respective parties matters, especially when we know that when we sit together, each of these parties is going for NRM. Nedira mamba sigiria mubyobufuzi, nedira anti, nedira FDC, nedira NUP sibalia nze ndiaba NRM. Those are the areas we must eat. Eat all the NRM positions whenever they are. Go for them. And then we go for the top. That is what we want to see. And it will help us to create the harmony in the opposition fraternity and bring hope to the rest of the people, that these people can be the true replacement for our country and move it forward. May God bless you all. God and my country.
All right, thank you so much. Keep the oil. Keep the oil. Honorable Joe Senyon oil. Honorable Joe Senyon oil. You're welcome, the Right Honorable Joe Senyon. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to invite the President of UPC, Council Peter Waru, also use 3 minutes to address us. Everywhere, UPC.
For the opportunity availed to us today to convene at this FDC venue, I thank the leaders of the various political parties and formations. I thank the press. I thank all of you for joining us in this history-making occasion. We are living in challenging and difficult times. My sense-skilled friend would say we are living in abnormal times. the power of the people of Uganda was subverted and taken over by one man and his family. Yesterday, the Electoral Commission purported to release a roadmap. You and me know that there is no Electoral Commission in this country. The term of office of the Electoral Commission expired in January. President Museveni has nominated people to the commission. Honorable Joy has been in the appointments committee this morning to approve or disapprove of those members. So we don't have the commission. But the commission yesterday, which doesn't exist, purported to release a roadmap. What does it tell you? That is the roadmap released by Mr. Museveni. Mr. Museveni is the Electoral Commission, is the Judicial Service Commission, is the courts. I know we have members in Parliament, but the opposition can do so little in Parliament. So ultimately, Mr. Museveni is the Parliament. So the futility we've been living through is to do politics in this country as if we are in a democracy, as if our political parties can properly function. Years ago, Mr. Museveni made his project try and destroy UPC. And people thought that this is the internal bickering of UPC. Our problem is not Akena, it's just a hired hand. Deep in our hearts, we knew that he was already working at the DP and already working at the FDC. God forbid, but I'm sure he must be working on NUP and the rest of the parties. So when a dictator operates that way, undermining political parties, undermining political space, we have to find new methods and ways of confronting him. Mr. Museveni does not want people to learn and be taught history. You know, he says scientists, he glorifies science. Not that science is bad, but he fears the arts, he fears history, because he will tell the people that if you look back in history, whenever a rabid dictator reared its head, whether it is Hitler, people of different persuasions, of different nationalities, of different thinking came together. Whether it's the Russians and the Americans and the Europeans, they came together to fight Hitler. Not that they had no internal rivalry. I'm glad that we are building on the efforts that we've done in the past at independence, at the removal of Amin, at every turn of history in this country. The political parties have come together to do activities that can jointly break the neck of the dictatorship. In this journey, we have to have discipline. We have to have a level of communication to manage any differences that may come upon us. This is a struggle to win. I know no dictator in history who has survived the onslaught of the people. It has taken us now 38 years, but I think if we are serious, this thing may collapse. And that's why we have to organize for the post-Museveni period. This thing should collapse under 2 years. I thank you for your your attendance and call upon everybody to do all you can, whether it is to plant my uni in the potholes, whether it's to pray, whether it's to contribute a shilling, whether it's to attend a meeting, a prayer. Please do your part. No contribution is insignificant. Thank you. May God bless you.
Thank you so much. After this, you realize I've had quite a number of gentlemen addressing us. Allow me to assist juncture, invite the Honorable Salam Musumba. Women,
Yes, thank you very, very much. Our principals, we welcome you to this event. It has taken a long, long time to get all of us at the same table, to see a threatened future the way we see it today. We have all paid the price, but Ugandans of the future will pay a bigger price. And therefore, we do not need to apologize for anything to anybody. The answer lies within us here today, and we are banking on you to offer us the leadership that we so badly deserve and need. I won't pretend to speak for the women of this country, but being a woman, I know that the pain we suffer at every failed administration is one that we don't want to bequeath to the next generation. And I also know that young people of this country have been failed by ourselves. Can we offer leadership and can we offer Ugandans that change they so badly need? Change will happen whether you like it or not. But we would want this change to happen in an organized way. And therefore it gives me so much happiness to be addressing our principals here today, who are answering the call of duty, the call of the future, because we are faced with an existential threat. We, the people of Uganda, deserve better, and it had been our hope that we will see change in our time. So can we work tirelessly, back to back, to bring that change that we so badly need, and that every Ugandan is waiting to celebrate. Our shared prosperity is the vision that we all share. May God bless us.
Thank you, Honorable Salam. Ladies and gentlemen, as we were here, we are glad to be honored by the presence of Uganda's youngest leader of opposition, Honorable I think it's important that he mentions a few things as we move forward on our program. So let's welcome the leader of opposition.
Thank you so much, Honorable Karohanga and the Deputy Mlodi, our principals, colleague leaders, ladies and gentlemen. Firstly, we'll apologize for coming late. I did inform our principals that it was important for our voice to be captured. And we were having the appointments committee this morning. It's very important to be on record, even when you know there are challenges. And even when our colleagues on the other end do have the numbers, we eventually pass, whatever it is that is brought before us. It's important for our voice to be on record. During 2024, I see a couple of our leaders who are in Parliament, the Honorable Chakulani, the Honorable Mwijuche, of course, Mama Winnie Kiza, and other colleagues. They were on record. Eventually, it passed as it did. but it's important that the record captures that there were people who were saying enough to say no. And that's the duty that I was attending to earlier on this morning. Colleagues, we are here because it's important for us to be here and unite around this very important cause. The people of Uganda have for a very long time gone ahead of us. Sometimes as political leaders, we might have a bit of bickering here and there. There are those challenges at different levels. But the people of Uganda have always been united around what it is that they want. They want change. They want a better country. They want to go to hospital and find medicine. They want service delivery. They want a Uganda that works for all of them. And I want to thank God that as leaders, we are listening to the rallying call of Ugandans to unite around that cause. Because that cause is important. That cause is bigger than an election. Sometimes you get entangled into the electioneering process. Joint candidate, I don't know what level and so on. The people of Uganda are interested in bigger than that. They want a better country. And as leaders, let's not stand in the way of the people of Uganda. Sometimes we can be the stumbling block. So I want to call upon my colleague leaders. Let's be the wind beneath the wing of Ugandans who are saying we want change. And my hope for us in Parliament will keep connecting as leaders. I want to thank you to all my colleagues, leaders in Parliament. We are a united front and we'll keep uniting. There might be some uncoordinated movement of troops, as you will see along the way. Those are expected. But the bigger bout is together, because what we want is more similar than that which it is that separates us. So we look forward to a lot more engagements, and we want to finally call on the people of Uganda out there to be involved in this. You see, as leaders, we can only play a particular role, and by God's grace, we shall play that role. But we call upon the people of Uganda, wherever it is that you are, please play your part, please do rise up. Again, I'll make reference to Toby Kwatako. Our leaders in Parliament did play their part. They raised their voice. But as the people of Uganda, did we play our part? I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine. So let's not just look at the leaders and hope that they are the ones going to fix our issues. No, the leaders can only play their part. And as the leaders, we must play our part. But as we play our part, we call upon Ugandans out there, wherever you are. Whether you are elite, the elite people normally annoy Dr. Besigye, and I agree with him. Sometimes as the elite, we want to speak too much English. We find analysts, I call them armchair analysts, in their offices, analyzing and saying, this thing of these people getting together, no, it is non-functional, it will not work, I don't know what. They are seated in their air-conditioned offices. They have no idea what's happening around the country. So let's get together on this cause. I thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you very much, the leader of opposition, Honorable Muhindo, all the way from Kasese. You're welcome. Thank you. Allow me to invite our next speaker. But as he comes, and before I announce him, I want to say one thing about him. I had the opportunity to serve as a volunteer assistant lawyer for our next speaker. And then we had this night when he had prepared his presentations. I have not seen very many men and women committed to the extent that they will not even mind spending almost 4 days, literally not sleeping, as the Mulodi Honorable Elias Lukwago, President. He's going to give us the Uganda version of everything, as he invites for us the principal and the president of the National Unity Party. So, Mulodi, welcome.
Ebigambo nabyogedde welcoming remarks. era ogwange gwakudda message mu bufunze mu Luganda nga ab'ekibiina kya FDC tuli basanyufu nnyo nnyini ddala olw'okubanga abakulembeze bonna tubakyazizza wano olwaleero olw'okukola commitment eri struggle okuddamu okugamba nti bannange ffenna tufunvubire with some our energies tukasuke ekinene kyawanga emivuuko tusindike paka buli omu akwate wakoze eki wakwata atika esooka eya ssemateeka twabagambye egamba obuyinza bannayuganda bwe babulina naye tebabulina era egamba nti the people of Uganda shall determine who governs them, how they should be governed through regular free and fair elections. Naye tekikola kakati kino sinti tutandise kibiina kipya ekyo sinti tutandise kisinde kipya temututuuma amannya ge mwagala tuli ku lutabaalo lwe tubaddeko okumala ebbanga era tugenda nalwo maaso yakalokozikanga nsaba ab'FDC mwenna gye muli tulina ebizibu bingi ntanale naye ebyo byonna tubisibe ku mpagi twolekeze obwanga n'amaanyi gaffe gonna eri omulabe w'eggwanga Yoweri Kaguta Museveni obuyinza buddeebi eri abantu bannayuganda luno lutalo lwakuddiza bannayuganda buyinza tuli wakati muki olutalo era n'okuggumiza obubaka obuga nti ku Lwokuna bannange buli wali ekinnya simbawo ky'osimbawo ekinnya mu kibuga Kampala n'eggwanga lyonna bwe simba naye okusingira ddala mu kibuga wa Kampala simbawo ky'osimba ffe tukoze ogwaffe buli wamu tulwanisiza abantu bano mu Parliament mu nkiiko za KCCA na buli wamu buli kilomita bagiteekako buwumbi 14 ensimbi bazeegabanyiza bawuza Namroads n'ebirala kati ku Lwokuna luno lwoya lwa Munyindo lwoya lwaki lwa Munyindo ne puroguramu endala nga oba zibagambye zitambulireko njagala okusembayo ekigambo kino okubaga nti bannange munnegatteko twebaze ba leaders baffe bano at least ababiri Kano Dr. Kiza Besigye ne Oweekitiibwa Kyagulanyi who have taken the bull by the horns at the national level. Okutambula eggwanga lino lyonna mu mbeera ey'ekibbi Mwami Museveni gy'ateekawo mu by'okulonda kwe ne bagumira buli kimu ne baba nga basobola okuwangula yadde tubbibwa. Dr. Besigye yawangula emirundi 4 Kyagulanyi n'awangula 221 naye bonna ne babbirwa mu bakubire mu beebaze era mbasaba mwenna 224 ababadde bategeka nti kino kifo kino kiri oba ogamba kino oba kiri tuwulire obubaka bwe batuwa mubuwulirize n'amatu 2 na buli kimu tubwegendereze kuba bo babadde ku kyoto wali ku ggwanga lyonna era ntwala obuvunaanyizibwa buno nga pulezidenti wa FDC ku command center y'olutalo lwaffe Katonga okuyita Honorable Kyagulanyi yakabaayo mu lutabaalo luno lwonna 221 ng'amaze okuwangula akalulu nabbibwa ajje atubuulire ki ekiddako ssebo w'ekitiibwa
People power! People power! Our power! Our power! People power! NUP! Everywhere!
Our power!
People power!
NUP!
Everywhere!
And everywhere!
NUP!
Council Walubiri, I salute you. Like our Lord Jesus Christ said, we didn't come to destroy but make it better. So no tugamba everywhere, everywhere. I was
was just about to complain. Omulodi, that's what I said, Moruganda. And you must have about to become the giant of the struggle for freedom, democracy in Uganda, Dr. Besigye, fellow leaders, right honorable leader of opposition, comrades in the struggle, ladies and gentlemen, I salute you. So much has been said, so much is going to be said. Just yesterday, I spoke to the nation, and I spoke quite about a lot that has been said here. So, in the interest of time, I will not go so much into it, well knowing that most speakers, especially the noble Dr. Kizza Besigye, will speak more on it in detail and even more eloquent. However, today I want to focus my words on the call for action. As you heard in the Lord say, Echidako. Today, among the things we are here to say is to call the nation action. Yesterday, I gave my comments about the shameless nature of General Museveni now appointing openly NRM students to adjudicate an election where it's competing. Of course, that should not surprise us anymore. I spoke, and I also want to add a few words on the ongoing non-aligned movement summit. It is indeed meant to be a blessing to Uganda if Uganda was well governed, but it has turned into a curse. So to all of you that are attending the NAM summit, you are actually a curse to our nation. Because of that summit that more than 3,000 businesses have been either disrupted or completely closed. You have seen businesses disrupted, many of our people rounded up and detained, just like it was in the days of Katonga. Today, transport has been completely disrupted. We as nationals who pay the taxes, we are not allowed to use the roads that we pay taxes for. So it is a curse other than a blessing. And as if that's not annoying enough, it's a further shame to see some democratic leaders coming to Uganda hosted by an illegitimate leader. You are being hosted by a man that has captured us on gunpoint. Not a legitimate leader, so you are here to endorse oppression against the Ugandans. You're here to endorse dictatorship. We know that there will be a day when we shall have summits that will be beneficial to the businesses of Uganda and to the people, and will bring pride to Uganda. I mean, are you not surprised to see that Museveni's minister is ordering us to smile as you pass our road? So we are here to call you to action, ladies and gentlemen. I want to focus my words on a call to action and citing Article 3 of our Constitution. Article commands us, it is to the effect that it is not only a call, it is not only a responsibility, but it's a duty that we rise up and we use whatever means at our disposal to restore constitutional rule. I mean whatever means. That means according to our constitution, it is even acceptable to pick up guns and restore constitutional rule. But clearly, General Museveni has abused constitutional rule. He has abused all tenets of the rule of law in Uganda. So any means used to dislodge Museveni, any means used to restore constitutional rule and the rule of law are acceptable as per our constitution. However, for us as political leaders, we believe in non-violence. Therefore, we are only calling for constitutional means, at least so far. Those are the ways in Uganda. One is always wrong. But seven evanyabo, Walero, ibigambo byangirisha kwa bitono, tunakurajyo na yogedekeri kwanga, ebisenga n'ebyogerako era nkakasa bakulembeze bannange bagenda byogerako nkakasa nti Dr. Kizza Besigye agenda byogerako ate mu ngeri entangaavu ennyo, so saagala kubipreemptinga, saagala oba oliawo okusala ku byandyogedde. Twayogedde ku nsonga ya Mwami Museveni okuba ng'alonda ba yesmaani be okuba nti be bakulira akakiiko ebyokulonda, akakiiko akalina okuba nga keetengeredde. Kyono kya buswavu naye tekirina twewuunyisa kubanga Mwami Museveni kati buli kaleeya ak'ensonyi agenze akeeyambula, naye kikukoze bulungi kikiragize ensi muntu ki atufuuka olunaku lwaleero. Twayogedde ku lukiiko olugenda maaso olwa non-aligned movement oluli mu genda maaso olutegere mu nnyonyoka. Enkiiko bwezityo zandibadde nga nnungi mu nsi ekulemberwa mu mateeka, kubanga kitegeeza abagenyi bwe bava ebweru tuba tugenda kufuna omukisa okutunda ebintu byaffe. Sente ziba ebweru w'eggwanga ziba zigenda kujja mu ggwanga, tuba tugenda kufuna omukisa ogulaga bye tulina, ebyobusuubuzi, ebyobulambuzi n'empisa zaffe ne kalcha zaffe n'ennono zaffe. Bannayuganda baba bagenda kunyumirwa, naye olukiiko lwandibadde ng'omukisa ate lwafuuse ekikolimo eri Bannayuganda. Mulabye nti bizinesi esukka mu 3,000 n'atataaganyiziddwa oba okugalwawo. Amayumba g'abantu mangi gaggaliddwa, amalala gaamenyeddwa. Bannayuganda bangi baayooleddwa, naddala bano abatalina we basula bonna bali mu makomera era nga bwe kyali mu Kyogamo. Mulabye gavumenti ya Museveni weekozesa ssente empitirivu ez'omuwa omusolo nga baddaabiriza enguudo, naye ate nga nakyo bakikola mu ngeri yagadibenga lye. Era nkakasa gye bujja mugenda kutandika okubiraba mu mawulire, sikando ku sikando, ono yabbye bweziti, ono yakozesezza bweziti, n'ebyo mubadde mulaba ku social media muze mubiraba. Njagala n'okutwala omukisa guno okutegeeza bonna baze mu lukiiko olwo nti omuntu eyabayise talina buyinza bayita, kubanga tali mu buyinza mu mateeka. Yandibadde abaniriza ali wano. Kale okujja kwammwe tekutugasiza ng'eggwanga wabula okutunyigiriza bunyigiriza okutuuka nga tetusobola nakozesa nguudo zaffe, naddala ffe abasasula omusolo bannansi. Olwaleero ebigambo byange njagala bisimba ku kubakunga kwekyanga. Nze saagala kulonzalonza, ndi wano kubakumamu muliro kwekalakaasa. Tuli wano ffe be mulaba pozi ng'omukufu avuddeyo nabyega, naye tuli wano bakumamu muliro kwekyanga. Mwamyenanga oba omulala ayinza otukwotinga n'agamba oke baba bazizza omusango babadde bakumamu bantu muliro, ye kumamu bantu muliro kwekyanga kwekalakaasa mu mateeka. Njagala okubajukiza mwenna Bannayuganda nti kati omulamwa gwe tuliko gwa kusimba lunwe ku nnyingo namba 3 ya constitution etulagira ffenna, tetukunga bukunzi wabula etulagira. Si mulimu bulimu bwaffe wabula buvunaanyizibwa bwaffe, kitukakatako okukozesa buli ngeri yonna yonna esoboka okuzzaawo obukulembeze obugoberera amateeka, obukulembeze obugoberera constitution, okukozesa engeri yonna yonna. Njagala leero mumanye nti constitution ya Uganda ebakkiriza n'okwata emmundu bwe muba musobola okuzzaawo enfuga ey'amateeka. Bweru ffe tetukkiriza mu violence, tetukkiriza mu kuyiwa musaayi. Ensonga lwaki tubakunga kukozesa nkola za mirembe nkola ziri non-violent. Naye ate nze ng'omuntu sibagaana mmwe abasobola okukola ki? Naye nga ffe tuli wano okubakunga to non-violently rise up unarmed and assert your will and restore constitutional rule. Tubakunga okukola buli kimu kye musobola. Badde ndaba ku social media abasinga mwatusookayo nadda. Tetusimbudde busimbuzi kati. Twasimbula dda naye tubadde tukyasondalo ne kati tukyasondalo. Nammwe eyo gye muli twagala obbazaamu amaanyi. Omulodi w'ekibuga kyogedde tetuli wano jasigata bibiina byabufuzi. Tuli banjawulo era tetuli wano kwogera ku nsonga ya kulonda. Kuba obaoliawo ezo ensonga tetunazikwataganako. Tetunazikanyako naye kyetukanyako ekiri important ffenna buvunaanyizibwa bwaffe okukunga bannayuganda oba oli wa kibiina ki oba toyito associating na political party yonna naye bw'oba oyagala ensi yo bw'oba oli munnayuganda nga kikwatako kikakatako naawe olina omugaso. Bannayuganda bangi nnyo abakola enjawulo mu ggwanga nga si ba political leaders nga si ba MPs tebakulembera ebibiina byonna tebalina yonna gye bassociating nga politically naye bannayuganda ensi yabwe bakakatako. Bannaye temubitulekera limu. Bino si byaba politician bokka, buli munnayuganda kikakatako. Dr. Besigye yakitugamba luli njagano kibajjukiza leero bw'oba tofaayo ku nsi yo ngeri gye kulemberwa gwe musiru asinga. Kibakakatako olunaku lwayo tetusobola kutambulira makubo gaffe kubanga abagwira abagenyi bali mu gatambulirako. Olunaku lwa leero mulaba amakubo gaffe bwe gali. Mulaba nti bakwata ne langi ne bagisiiga mu ttaka kubanga bagezaako okupaintinga ekifaananyi. Timuli bulungi. Mwawulidde Minisita wa Museveni nga bagamba mudde kukumusinika amannyo basobole okumanya temuli mu kunyigirizibwa. Njagala obbagamba kunga temubisinikayo. Tukyogeddeko wano era njagala okuba nange okwongera eddoboozi lyange ku nsonga eyo. Ekimu ku bizibu bye tubadde nabyo ge makubo agalinga agalimu entaana buli woyita. Tubasaba amakubo ago mutandikire okwekalakaasa mu ddeme. Sobola ky'osobola okukola mu kkubo eryo kikolemu. Oba osimba mu kitooke oba okola mu eryo ddembe eryo constitution etukkiriza okwekalakaasa mu ddembe. Bannange mwekalakaase. Naye wano twandibadde tetwiriiwo mukimanyi bulungi nnyo. Singa baatukubye dati ya gaasi naye kubanga bali mu kuteekako ffe. Baagala okulaga kibakkiriza n'abaopposition okusinkana. Kaakati njagala mukozese eno chance mubalabise. Eno chance mubalabise. Bw'abawo empisa omuntu z'atakola omutayiminga we banamulabira mujja kuba okufuna chance eno endala. So yonna gy'oli munnayuganda oba oli omukuffe oba oli munnabyabufuzi oba tobiriimu labisa mu ngeri yonna esobola. Oba owanika kifaane nga bayitawo n'ogamba bannange tuli basibe. Oba mwoganye ne mugamba abo babbi kuba abatufuga babbi. Museveni mubbi n'abantu abamwetoolodde babbi. So tubasaba muveeyo na gye muli. Ffe tujagenda maaso nga tukwataganira wamu. Programu yaffe bagibabuulidde. Nga NUP tweyama okukola byonna kye tusobola nga ffe era nga tukwatidde wamu ne bannaffe bonna abaagala enkyukakyuka. Tujja kwegatta mu buli programu eneebeerawo eneeyamba ocreating awareness n'okunafuya Mwami Museveni nga tukola bye tukola ate nga tukola ne bye tukola ne bannaffe bonna. Nammwe njagala obbakunga bannange mwenna abali mu pati zaffe ez'enjawulo. Ebiseera bingi nnyo tubadde tugezaako okukwatagana ffe abakulembeze ate nga mmwe mutuzoganya. Tukwatagana ate nga mweno musojjasojja kubanga oyagala oba kansala kubanga oyagala oba meeya oba MP nga mwe makinga sure tetukwatagana. Ye mmwe balaba abasinga. Tetukola buli we mulaba nga tetukola kiyamba eggwanga nga kinafuna Museveni mutwegatteko tukwatagane temutwawula baabasinga otwawula mubamembazi bwe munatuyamba okukwatagana ne mutuyamba okwesigangana okukwatagana netubira ddala ku mukulembeza asemba waggulu paka ku mukulembeza asooka wansi kijja twangwira basebo ne banyabo mwebale nnyo okumpuliriza ku lwa Katonda n'ensi yaabwe.
Principal oye! Simbo Muti oye! Simbetoke oye! Sende Byenyanja oye! So, as we listen to our host, particularly those who are descending from this regime. Honorable Sewanyana, you allow us to appeal to you to represent in a huge sense the Ugandans have been incarcerated for so long, those that have been tortured for so long, those that have been imprisoned, those that have gone missing for so long. It is sad, but I think it is important to highlight it. We really have to put our energies together to make sure that the Ugandans who are still out there, that who are still in prison, who are still being tortured for their beliefs, for their struggle, that we must speak and be loud enough for them. Thank you for standing firm. Thank you. I think it was important to remember that we highlight that because it still unites us, all of us. It does. Now, finally, Ugandans have one unique thing that they want from us. The child that is going to struggle to raise school fees next month from Marua wants all of us to unite. The lady that is going to struggle give birth in sorrow, she wants all of us to unite. That the young man that is worried of the next floods in Kasese wants all of us to unite. That this person that is worried, this lady that is worried in Karamoja, whether they'll find the next meal tonight, wants all of us to unite. That the landslides of Bududa have kept threatening so many lives. All those who want us to unite. So who are we not to unite for our country? Who are we not to unite for our country? So, in appreciation of our brother, the principal, thank you, Honorable. Honorable, we were together in prison. And I want to thank you. You know, when I saw him, I was really worried, to be honest. But since that time, and he told us one thing while we were in prison. He said, and so for me, when he said that, then I was waiting for the next statement. He said, he was very energizing. You know, I felt like the prison had opened. I want to thank you for remaining consistent. Thank you for remaining calm and for inspiring so many young people in this country. Thank you so much. Now, Uganda is very lucky to have a very unique individual. Through torture, through all sorts of challenges, he has remained resilient. That he has stood with us all the time, irrespective of the times. For better, for worse, he has remained firm. That Uganda has remained with that particular man who indeed, you know, the other called himself Mahogany, but I think this one is for Mahogany. Who indeed has remained.
It's still, in fact, gold.
It's in fact gold, yes. Who has remained the gold of this nation. I'd like to thank you and we pray for you. So, ladies and gentlemen, allow me welcome the Honorable Dr. Kiza Besigye.
One people.
Thank you very much. And maybe also in my voice, one Uganda.
One people.
One people.
One Uganda.
People power.
Our power.
Our power.
People power.
Thank you. Everything has been said. Let me first thank God that God is good.
All the time.
And all the time,
God is good and that's
give him a clap. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Everything has, I believe, been said. It's with immense gratitude that I am here on this day amongst all these heroes to once again give hope to our country. I want to thank you, President Robert Kyagulanyi. You could not have said any better. What next? He was challenged. Chechiddako. Waliwo atakyamanya ekiddako? Nobody can claim not to know what next. Ladies and gentlemen, we all know, just for emphasis, that since Uganda became Uganda, that's by the British, our people have never had power. We wrote it in the Constitution, but they did not get the power. The power belongs to them, but definitely they don't have any power. The institutions through which their power should be exercised do not work for them. All the institutions of state, as my colleagues have said, were captured. They don't serve them. That's why the representatives of people in parliament can be attacked in broad daylight, beaten, arrested from their parliament, tortured, and nothing happens. That's why people's courts that derive power directly from the people can be attacked in broad daylight. And people injured, bleeding in the courts, and nothing happens. All institutions of state are captured. They were talking about the Electoral Commission. The Electoral Commission is thoroughly captured. It can never organize a free and fair election. It can't. Even if actually they did not appoint the cadres, it's just because we have somebody who is a terrified dictator who cannot even allow anything to pass. But even if he didn't appoint his candidates as the Electoral Commissioners, the Electoral Commission as an institution is still captured. The trouble in Uganda is that the captor, the one who captured all these, is also a very, very, evil captor. Because you have a dictator that serves people. People have been saying here that Idi Amin was not elected, and he wasn't. Idi Amin was not even educated. But the things that Museveni, who has been in power for 40 years, is using, a lot of them are Idi Amin. The soldiers he's so proud of are living in the barracks built by Idi Amin. And many other things that Idi Amin did, which this one hasn't done. So we are so unlucky that we got a terrible dictator. For somebody good and provide for people. Ours is not among those. That's why when he's going between Entebbe and Kampala, they close off everything so that he alone is on the road, fearing his own people. So we have a predator in charge of a country, devouring what they would be serving. So that's why our uniting here today is critical, and as has been underpinned by everybody. If we are to get out of the situation in which we are, we have to do two things. The first one we are doing, we have to unite and remain united. We unite and remain united. And not just uniting in words. We must unite in every sense. Look at every person that is suffering from this junta as your brother. We are in a difficult situation. The other day I was complaining about people stealing my madoka in my garden. I have a small garden at home. But they came at night and cut the biggest 6 branches in the plantation. And I said, the ones who have taken these madoka are of course suffering neighbors who have nothing to eat. The real thief of my madoka is the one who has created the situation. The one who has created the situation where Ugandans cannot eat, have no food, is the real problem. I've been seeing, that they have started a special operation to hunt down the phone snatchers. The ones who capture your phone when you are talking and run with it. They are looking for what to eat. The real phone snatcher is up there. Who has put these people in that kind of a situation? And so, look at your neighbor as your real brother. In this trouble, share the little that you can, irregardless of which color, which country, region, which a person is coming from. I've been saying for a very long time that there are two Ugandas. The Uganda of those who are very well off, who don't know what is going on, the ones who are being protected from the ones who are bothering. All of us in this Uganda, the terrorized Uganda, we must develop unique comradeship. It's not just uniting here to talk, but wherever we find each other. If you have one commando, break it into two for your brother who has nothing. We need that unique togetherness, unity, on the basis of which we can liberate our land. Secondly, I just want to assure you, those who think they are powerful and have power only have it because you allow them to have it. Are we together? Yes. People are only powerful or have power because they are allowed to have power. If we unite and say we no longer recognize you as our leader, we will not serve you, we will not associate with you, we will not have anything to do with you, that is the end. And that is our next mission. The next mission must be to isolate and exclude and disempower those who captured our power. And we can, and we should, we must. These actions we are talking about, which have been talked about here, let them be the beginnings of rebuilding confidence that they have lost confidence in their citizenship. Thank you for commanding, President Kyagulanyi, that people from today look at Article number 3 and do everything in their power. Wherever you are, you do everything in your power. Let us not hear again, Mutugambachi, Tubagambi. We have told you today what you need to do. You are not going to do it alone, we are going to do it together. We are going to do it together. On Thursday, we shall be out there. We shall be out there. We will not be alone. And how much power do they have to stop us? On Thursday, they may go and surround Honorable Kyagulanyi's home. How many homes can they surround? So if they surround Honorable Kyagulanyi's home, don't even go there. You go to do what you need to do, and they are supposed to come. The way to free anybody they encircle is to do what you need to do. They will have to run away. This is the 62nd year. For me, I'm giving you a target. October, when the 62nd year ends. Yes, I hate to eat a coke. Everyone will be Banange. You see, we can no longer blame Museveni after 40 years. We must start blaming ourselves.
Yeah.
Because for him, he has everything he fought for, and he doesn't want anything to change. He's even prepared to hand over to his son. We are waiting that he also hands over to his son, and we are saying, what is this? No. 62 years later, so ladies and gentlemen, I would like to thank all of you, leaders, activists, for the determination that has been shown so far. This is the beginning. Let us touch into the future to reclaim our country. Our country shall be free. Thank you very much, and God bless you.
Okay, thank you so much. I'm hoping that very soon that we can get at least 3 questions.
Kile kibuzo kuma abanyama kubuza baze bakukora kujana
You can look for the leaders after here. Otherwise, we are going to go to we are almost coming to the conclusion. But allow me to appreciate members of parliament, specifically our members of parliament. As you can see, the turnout is so big.
Yeah, messages of course ez'abakulembeze ab'enjawulo ya president eya Kano Dr. Kizza Besigye tugenda ziteekayo ku platform zino because network ebadde ezoganyaamu message eri very powerful and mainstream media yeekatingamu bweyagala naye kati ojja koma ku platform eno nga waliyo video eri clean video etalimu network glitches osobola okubeera nga message ogitambuza. Yajjukira nti baasazeeko ekitebe ky'e Katonga era nga currently there is so much deployment out there. Network jammers teziyinza butabulawo because tebaagala information eno egende out there mu bantu. So mbadde gamba nti speeches zino ez'abakulembeze ab'enjawulo okuli Kano Dr. Kizza Besigye, okuli abakulembeze ab'enjawulo president waffe His Excellency Bobiwine speech gyawadde enda zisalaasalamu osobola ozifuna era osobola ozisindikira abantu ab'enjawulo because network ebadde ezoganyaamu nnyo ate nga message eri very powerful, message eri strong, message eri very very important, especially at such a time. So however much nti network etuzoganyizaamu naye tugenda kuzibateerayo ate n'ekirala I believe olwaleero ekiro tugenda kubeerayo ne show ne bakomrades ab'enjawulo nga tudissectinga message eno because kati tusimbudde ojja kubeera n'abakomrades ab'enjawulo ku platforms ez'enjawulo nga tudissectinga press conference eno
network ye kyatuzoganya naye don't miss tujja kuba ku TikTok nga tuli ku Facebook nga tuli ne ku on this platform as well at the same time. That is today ekiro. Yeah, tugezeeko okulaba nti message tugipushinga further ekatinge beyond wekomye ku saawa eno nenga network yo let me see what I can do here. Hello.